there. So I'm just sitting here in the garage, just chilling out, kind of enjoying this little aftermath of Hurricane Ida that just ripped the coast of Louisiana and Mississippi. I'm pretty sure it caused a lot of catastrophic destruction and a lot of power outages and loss. So yeah, definitely be in prayer for Louisiana and Mississippi coast, because it's looking like a long road ahead for them. I heard from a friend who has family in New Orleans that they may not receive power back on for a month or more. And in this day and age, I mean, that's hard to live without power, honestly. I know as the hurricane kind of moved north to where we are, it dissipated, and we anticipated power outages and a lot more like damaging type of tornadic weather and everything. But really, we only had some strong wind gusts and rain, and that's about it. The power didn't even go out, which is a huge blessing. I've totally just knew it was going to be out and we wouldn't have it back in 2 weeks. So now that is just my area. I know there are a lot of people in the surrounding areas who probably are without power. I'm not really sure. I kind of unplugged from social media yesterday, so yeah, I don't really know about that. But so far, my fam in the general area around me is doing good. But yeah, definitely want to send out prayers to New Orleans and the coast of Mississippi, because they do have a long road ahead. So, in thinking about a video today, I thought it would be fun to show you guys behind the scenes of how to make an epoxy tumbler. Hold on, I'm gonna get one and show you what I'm talking about. Let's see, let me pull one of these guys out. Yeah, so these are trendy right now, and as you can see, they're just glitter tumblers with little decals and a coat of epoxy over the top to kind of seal it. And they're super fun. You can definitely customize them and yeah, make them however you want, whatever floats your boat. This is one of my all-time favorite ones because, I mean, yeah, Mama Bear. And this was hydro dipped, if you've ever watched the hydro dipped process. Super fun! So yeah, if you're interested to see behind the scenes how these are made, it's very satisfying, then come along with me. So the things you're going to need to make an epoxy tumbler are going to be as follows. You're going to need a tumbler. You can recycle one that you have in your cabinet. Go to Walmart, Kroger, Dollar Store, wherever. Buy you a tumbler, because that's what you're going to put epoxy on and glitter. The next thing you will need is some art epoxy, okay? Do not go to Home Depot and buy industrial grade epoxy. I mean, I'm not speaking from experience or anything. I just know things. You're going to need to get you a craft epoxy or an art epoxy, and you can get these at like Michael's or not Home Depot, Hobby Lobby. You can order them offline. This is the Hobby Lobby brand art resin. Comes in 2 parts. It is a little pricey, but if you actually were like planning to like make these and sell these, you could buy in bulk online and it would be cheaper and you'd have a lot more to go way longer. The next thing you're gonna need is some paint for your tumbler, okay, because this is going to work in tandem with the other thing you're going to need is your glitter. So I'm making a beach themed epoxy tumbler in this video. So I've got my beach colors, and I've got the dark water, light water, and then the sea foam, the white, the sea caps, and then of course we got to have the sand. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So I've got my paint colors to match my glitter. You might want to get you some of these mouth rinsing cups. They're very good to mix your epoxy, and some popsicle sticks because they mix the epoxy very, very well. You will need gloves because you don't want to be touching epoxy with your bare hands, and a mask, okay? I am working in a very ventilated space, so, and the breeze is blowing. You don't really want to work with epoxy in an enclosed space, so just pro tip for you on that. And the last thing you're gonna need is a spinner for your cup. Now you can buy these at Michael's. They have like the 1-cup spinners, which is where I got mine. But I know you can go online to like Amazon or wherever and you can buy multi-cup spinners. Yeah, that's what you're gonna need. So without further ado, let's go get started on the tumbler. Okay, so what I've done is sanded my tumbler and then I have applied some paint and let it dry. And yes, there are drips, and that's not really going to matter once you add your glitter. What we're going to do now is you can apply the glitter with Mod Podge, but I prefer the epoxy method. So what you do is basically just, you just want to get the epoxy on the cup. And I've got the heater going too because like it's a little moist and rainy out here. So yeah, you just take it and you just put a light coat on there like this. And yes, this is stained. It's really old. It's not going to affect the epoxy application. Yeah. So you just want to get the whole thing coated pretty much. Just take your finger, yada yada yada, because your glitter is going to stick to the epoxy. I really need to invest in a tripod. Alright, I got pretty even coverage, and you want to go all the way to the rim. Make sure you're going all the way to the rim. Alright, and then you want to apply it, obviously, on the bottom part. Yeah. Like so. And there are a million different ways to do this. And I'm not even going to lie, I'm relatively new to doing this. I've only been doing this for just a little bit, but yeah. So what we're gonna do is just get your glitter out. I'm gonna just try to match the glitter to the ombre little paint pattern that I've got thus far. Apply my glitter like such. See, and just get it all on there like that. Just getting it really glittered up in there. Now what I'm going to do is get my lighter blue and just keep it on going. Just keep it on going to down here. And so it's just going to turn. I just cake it on there. That's my method. Just cake it on there. Okay, and then we want to add our white for our seafoam. So just going to really get that in there. Got that going. And now we want to make our sand at the bottom. So I'm just going to dumpy do. Dumpy do. Okay, see, that's just, we just don't really spare a bunch. We just get it going. Okay, so as you can see, got it pretty well coated with glitter in the epoxy. And so what we'll do is let this sit out here for some hours. Hopefully this heater will speed it along, and when it's dry, we're going to add another layer of epoxy on top of this, so that we can apply a decal. So, yeah, ultimately what we're going for is something like this. You can see how I ombre'd. I went from like purple to dark blue to that lighter blue to pink. And I did a mountain decal. So what we've got going on out there is just the glitter. And once that has set for hours and hours and hours, then we will apply a coat of epoxy like this. And so it'll just be the tumbler with glitter and epoxy. And then we will print our decal. Don't know what that's about. And put it on. And then we will finally lay another coat of epoxy on top of that. And then you will have a finished product. So it's the next day, and as you can see, I have gone ahead and applied the outer layer of the epoxy. That's just gonna kind of, I don't know how good. I record this on my phone, so I really just don't. I should probably get a vlogging camera, but yeah, I don't know how well you can see it, but it is very well covered in a layer of epoxy. And now what we are going to do is go to our handy dandy Cricut machine and print out a decal. It's going to say beach hair don't care. And stick it on this bad boy and see what that looks like. And if we're happy, we'll put a layer of epoxy over that. And while that's printing, here's a fancy video of my son eating a banana. What you got? What you got?
Banana.
You like that banana, JJ? JJ. Banana. Nana.
Nana. Nana. Nana.
You say yum yum?
Say yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum yum. Yum yum yum. Yum yum yum.
JJ. Is it good? Leave him alone. It's yummy, huh? And so as you can see, it's applied. And we're just gonna peel that sucker off. Oh no! Alright. And there it is with the decal applied. So what we're going to do is, the next step would be to apply one coat of epoxy over this and let it harden and cure. This particular tumbler is actually for a friend though, so I'm going to add a hot pink monogram on the back, and then we will add our coat of epoxy, and then I will show you guys the finished product. So, as you can see, I have got this cup on the turner with the final coat of epoxy. So this is the Beach Hair Don't Care decal, and what you just saw was my friend's hot pink monogram. There it comes again. And I added some little seashells because I had a little bit of spacing mishap, and I didn't want to re-stick it, so I was like, I'll just take up a little bit with that, but it should be fine. So yeah, I kind of love it. And I'm just gonna say, I mean, I'm really not bitter that I can't go to the beach. Like, a bunch of friends that I have are going to the beach and I can't go because I have a baby, and like, I love my baby, but I'm also really sad because I really want to go to the beach. And yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Fine. It's fine. I'll just make them all the beach tumblers and not be bitter about it, and just, you know, maybe I'll make myself a beach tumbler and then go sit in my front yard in a beach chair and just, yeah, just pretend I'm at the beach. I mean, but really, if I end up going to the beach anyway, I'm just gonna get burned. It's probably better that I don't go. Still not bitter. Ta-da! So, as you can see, I have a fully coated epoxied tumbler ready to go. It could be ready to go. Actually, on this one, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is sand this epoxy with a light grit sandpaper and then apply another one, and then use a blowtorch, yes, fire, to kind of get some of the bubbles out, because epoxy does have a tendency to get some bubbles, but for the most part this is pretty smooth. So, you know, I'm just a little nitpicky on this one, and usually all of them, but yeah, I'm excited. I will be applying me another coat, but that's the basic steps of how to make an epoxy tumbler. So yeah, they're super neat and you can just do all sorts of stuff. So I have a lot of fun doing them. So I'm not really sure, but somehow in the process of this video, my baby got glitter on my forehead. Yeah, I'm gonna take that off. So guys, I hope you really like this video. This is not a tutorial. I just want to make that clear on how to epoxy tumbler. This is, if you want to look up how to do it and like what you need step by step, all that kind of stuff, it's something you're interested in, I would go look on YouTube and find somebody who like does it all the time. This is just me vlogging kind of some of the stuff I've learned in doing epoxy tumblers. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I hope you would leave me a comment or a like, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified when I post more videos. I got a little off schedule this week because of Hurricane Ida and a couple other things, and just, yeah, but usually vlog Mondays, so check it out, subscribe if you want to be notified. So anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, lifetime, whatever, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!